think you'll like it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I'm down.
But yes, we watched Poker Face this week.
Yeah. Yeah, I just watched like the first episode. And you watched 4 or
I'm
5?
current. I'm current now.
Damn.
I think you'll get current probably too if you. I mean, I don't know how busy you are or what your
Yeah.
watching schedule is, but it's easy to get current on this one.
Yeah. I don't know when I'll have a chance to watch it again, but I'll probably watch it maybe tomorrow night or Monday.
You're like, I don't know if I ever have a chance to get to watch it. Just maybe tomorrow or the day after that.
Well, I was just thinking I don't really know, but then it started hitting me.
I know. Sorry. Oh,
Fuck you, Stevie.
that's fair.
No,
That's
I'm just
fair.
kidding.
That's fair. Do you want to hit the button? We haven't hit the button today.
Yeah, I guess this is our only chance.
What do you mean by that?
Give me a fucking break, buddy.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
But yeah, we watched just the first episode of a show, technically. Well, Stevie's watched more, but I've only watched the first one.
The show is Poker Face.
Yeah, and it's the same director as Knives Out and Glass Onion. Do you know any
Ryan Johnson?
Yeah, do you know any stuff he did before Knives Out and stuff?
Yeah, I know his most maybe infamous.
What's that? Infamous.
Yeah, Last Jedi.
He did that?
Yeah,
He did a Star Wars movie?
he did like maybe the most divisive Star Wars movie.
Really?
Some people really don't like it. I think I liked it. I'm just pulling it up. He did Looper. Have you ever seen Looper?
Yeah, I've seen Looper.
And he did Brick too with Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Okay, I don't think I've seen that.
You'd like Brick. That's like Joseph Gordon-Levitt's like one of his first early movies. And I guess he was a part of Rogue One. Maybe
I
he
just
did
saw
it.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt on an early That 70s Show episode,
Really?
which I wanted to talk about, but you jumped to Peacock,
Well, you said
Yeah.
episodic.
yeah, no,
Episodic.
true.
But anyways, it Poker Face stars Natasha
Leone.
She's
Yeah.
awesome. She's great. And it's like a one-off. She can essentially just tell when people are lying or telling the truth.
Yeah.
That's her like one power.
Yeah, it's described as like a detective show, but
Yeah.
she's not even like a detective, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because like it's not a who done it, it's like a how done it. Because like she can tell who's done it like off the bat, but
Yeah.
then she can't figure out like how and like how to like get them guilty and like.
And I don't
caught.
even know how she's gonna, of course she's gonna get into some bullshit, but it's like,
She
what?
just gets into bullshit.
Yeah, but
Not
it's
her
like-
fault. Just like she's just
Yeah.
on the road getting into bullshit.
That's gonna be interesting to see her because she starts out just like as like a worker at a casino. She's got like this history with like the casino. You find out, eventually, but like, yeah, she starts out pretty permanent there, and now she's kind of on the road after the initial setup episode.
Yeah, and it's cool because a lot of the episodes end up being framed not around her, but like their own story, and she just like sometimes like the story will go on for like a half episode, and then it'll be like, all right, and here's where she was the whole episode, and like how she fits into this episode.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of interesting about this one off the bat too, was like the fact that, the fact that it just started out and it was just this weird little story, and I was like, the second that dude busted in and started killing dude, and then I realized I'm like, oh, that's her husband,
Yep.
and then she dies, and then he sets up the gun in his hand. I was like, what the fuck? Like,
And then it goes back.
it gets like, it's like kind of intense, and I'm like, holy shit. And then it starts off as Natasha Lyonne. You realize, and then Girl was alive, and I was like, wait, all right, we're back in time now. Like,
Yep. And she's hilarious in the show.
yeah,
And it's so great because like her writing for her character is so well done that like there was even that moment where she's like typing out the email.
yeah,
And you can like in her mind, she like
Yeah.
types like FBI at FBI.gov.
Yeah.
like she's
the
just
pauses, and then it's like, okay, and CIA. You know what I mean? And then it was like a bigger pause. Oprah at Oprah.com.
like, people gotta see this.
Yeah, she's great. And then her constantly trying to be like, oh yeah, what's that called? Like the metal thingy with the bars, like a jail.
He goes, "We built a little jail
Yeah.
for his phone."
Yeah, and then she's like, no, like small, and you like put stuff in. And he's like, yeah, like a little jail.
Locker, evidence locker.
Yeah, and then she tries to think of locker later on and can't think of it while she's on the phone with Girl. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, she's like, what's the thing that you had like the little combo, and the police, you didn't want them to bust it open, and
And like it gave a lot of background on her character just through like little
yeah,
conversation. Adrian.
yeah, Adrian Brody, crazy character in this. He killed it. He was dope.
Really killed it.
What do you mean by that?
God damn it, Stevie. Spoiler alert. Ahead.
But I love that it like starts in this like casino setting, and like most episodes have somebody you'll recognize,
That's dope. I
And it-
like that.
and that's what I like about it. I'm like, this. I don't know.
I think that's cool. I liked when Twilight Zone came out like a few years ago, and Jordan Peele had like redone it, and it was like a lot of big actors, like because I like the Twilight Zone being like individual stories like that, and having like a big name actor play like that is kind of cool. Like to where if she could like there could be like a big name. I guess you would know it's the villain all the time, but like the story of, I mean, I guess that's what you said it is. She knows it's the villain, but
Yeah.
and they kind of tell you it early on, so.
Who's the bad guy and who's
Yeah.
not? Yeah.
But if they have a big guy just do some crazy shit or like, I don't know, have like, I don't know, any actor come in and I
Yeah,
don't
and
know.
like it's been pretty unexpected, or like at least funny original scenarios where people have like the thing happens. And I like anthological TV shows.
Yeah.
I think that they have a
'Cause
little bit more room to work with than like straight narrative sometimes.
There is an overarching story that's happening just with her on the run.
That's
I'm guessing.
like she can't stay places very long because if like
Yeah.
I guess if like she posts anywhere, she's like 4 hours basically, where like the guy will track her down.
Okay.
It's like that one guy from the first episode,
Yeah.
the security guard.
Yeah.
He's like on the road for her.
Yeah. Well, that's the dad, right?
No, that's just the security guard that works for the dad.
Oh, he's okay. So he's working for the dad,
Yeah,
but
the
the dad's after
He just pulls out the gun and she goes, "What?"
her. Yeah.
It's like you're shooting in a hotel, like hallway
Yeah.
where there are guest rooms.
Yeah.
But
Doesn't matter.
she's smart though. She's smart, and like a lot of it is less like about, like I said, like who killed, because she can obviously figure it out, but she has to like play her chips down right
Yeah.
to like make sure that the person gets justice done
Well,
to them.
that's the other interesting part about it is that the little backstory of her being like this intense poker player, and it was like, why is she good? And it's like, she can just read lying, more or less, and so it was cool, yeah. Like, and just with the name of it, I'm like, wait, where is this going? How is she gonna be like a detective? And I was wondering, even like up until the end, even like right when you came in, I'm wondering if somehow she would just like solve this and like get in as a detective. You know what I mean? Like I didn't
Yeah.
expect her to go on the run.
I think that's the other reason I kind of like it too, is because like she's explicitly like not a cop,
Yeah, yeah,
and like she's not a police officer.
yeah. She's just like using detective work to get out of bullshit.
Yeah.
And
She like will like maybe sometimes help the cops like set like them up to figure out who it is. But,
Yeah.
like, she's not a cop
yeah,
because she's done some sketchy things too,
yeah.
and that's cool.
Hashtag not a cop.
Hashtag not a cop. Yeah, that was. He's like, it's not like the TV show where like the cops just have evidence sitting on the table, and she's like, "What's this?"
Yeah, and he's like,
It's
"Give me
like,
that."
"Give
Give me-" But she like clearly sees it all. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, that's funny.
and it was cool how she put it all together too. Because in my mind, I was like, man, there's that moment where like the two of them are like cornering her to like the open window with the balcony,
Yeah,
and
and
it's
you're like,
like,
"Fuck."
oh, they could just, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
she has nothing against them, and then she's like, oh, but like by the way, like I fucked you over already,
Yeah,
and that was sick.
yeah, that was great. Yeah, I was wondering how the hell she was gonna get out of that.
And you often do, and I think that's a great part of the show.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see where it goes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes. Give me a little setup for episode 2.
I'm trying to remember what. I think episode 2 is just like a pit stop. Somebody murders somebody, and somebody else gets accused.
Okay. And she has no connection to anybody. She just kind of
She's going down the pit stop, and I think the person that gets accused was someone that helped her out.
Okay.
And so she feels like she knows that the person didn't commit the murder because she was with them,
Yeah.
but they got arrested for it. And so she has to figure out at this pit stop.
She's trying to kind of help them out, get like not exonerated a little bit for not.
She wants to exonerate them
Yeah,
because they helped her out. And so she's trying to figure out who did it and then how to frame them. There's other ones too, though. There's like I think my favorite is there's a guy that he's a butcher or like runs a barbecue with his brother, and she shows him Okaja, that like one movie, that Netflix movie, and like it turns him vegetarian.
A Netflix movie for real?
Yeah, it's like by the guy who did Parasite.
That's funny that they're like promoting a Netflix movie like on
Yeah, I
it.
guess it is. It is kind of funny,
Yeah.
but it makes him
Do you
not
think Netflix and Peacock have some sort of connection?
maybe they're all probably connected somehow.
I want to come back to that later.
Because I
Whenever
mean,
we talk
like
about that
you know,
70s
like they
show.
had to make a deal between like The Office and Peacock.
Yeah.
So Peacock went and
Yeah,
took
I
The
mean they have
Office
a
from
deal. Yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah. But they're fucking over Netflix if
Yeah,
anything.
I think if anything, it might have been Ryan Johnson making a like tipping his cap to
Yeah, it could just be such
that director.
yeah, it could be such a big film, that
Well, I think yeah, and more or less that director is just Parasite and Memories of
yeah.
Murder and all those classics. But it was a good time. But you were saying before the pod, you saw that '90s show got renewed.
Oh yeah.